Thanks for watching Meatsauce Monty on YouTube. I'm Matt Montgomery. He's Paul Meatsauce Lambert. Meatsauce and Monty at the movies. Your thoughts?
Did somebody just go, is this Snapchat?
Somebody said that?
I don't know. Yeah, I would do it. I think it'd be a good bit.
Yeah, it'd be a great bit.
Yeah.
We should try to monetize TV in every way possible.
Yeah, we monetize this.
Yeah, we do. Todd does. Mystic does. Scott does.
Well, I better be. I ain't sitting here for my health.
I come here for the subs.
I might do this for free.
I appreciate that. See, I believe.
I ain't doing any. I don't do anything for free.
I believed you for a second.
There's one thing I do for free.
I know what that is. That's you told the story.
Win championships in NBA 2K.
Oh, I was gonna say keep the hat on, and then see.
Worst person to go to a movie with is Marc Rosa.
Why is that?
Are we on?
Because he's. Well, Scott does roll the whole time.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
That's fine.
He can. Yeah. If he wants
no, that's
to put
fine.
YouTube,
You
that's
keep.
fine.
Yeah, put it on.
Whatever. Go for it. We're going.
He's a big movie etiquette guy.
Yeah. So your phone, I'm sure.
The one thing I don't do is I usually turn it off or I leave it in the car.
Okay.
When I go to a movie, just because I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be that guy.
But
except for kids who don't know what they're doing.
I have told a kid to shut the F up at a theater once.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was kind of mean.
Were you seeing Frozen?
I was but we were. This is why I'm mean. We were at a.
You're not mean.
I can be.
Jesus.
We were at a movie that the lady that I used to be roommates with.
Yep.
She needed to see it because she was interviewing them on Monday. And it was a teeny bopper movie, and I of course had to go with. And we're sitting there, and this kid who's like 15.
Who's the teeny bopper audience that they were going? He was in their demo.
He was just talking.
Yeah.
And of course, she's like, "Will you say something?" Of course, because I'm as loud as an explosion. You know, I sound like Bigfoot screaming.
You have a very distinct voice.
I stand up.
Oh God.
And I go, "Shut the up." And I sit back down, and the whole time I go, his older brother's gonna beat me up. His older brother's gonna beat me up. I was so scared that I just yelled at a kid.
A little 15-year-old.
Yeah, but he talked.
Probably made
I
him
don't
cry.
care. Good. Don't talk in a movie.
You know what?
I don't care that you're trying to impress your date who's only with you because you play basketball. Get out of here with that.
You have conflicting emotions about this. You didn't want to do it, but then you did it, and then you hope the kid still feels bad.
I'm weird.
Yeah,
I felt bad. Like
I mean, come on.
And then of course I sit back down and she goes, "Jeez." I'm like, "What?
You're the one that asked me to do it.
You're the monster. You should have yelled at him."
You don't even remember the film?
No, it was some like Nickelodeon, real people movie. But
You guys could have skipped out on that. She could have just web browsed and found a few questions.
We web browsed later. No, we didn't. Actually, I had probably slept on the couch. I think she had book club that night.
All right. Should we do an intro to the show?
That's funny.
That's funny. No, that was very funny. But I just think it's time for us to do the show.
I thought we were doing the show.
We didn't do an intro. We're just going.
That's what we were doing.
So is Scott just supposed to magically let you just there it is?
I thought that's what we were doing.
Okay, fine. Let's keep going. What about Marc Rosa? We're in the YouTube portion of our show.
When you say
old
he
school
would do
etiquette,
that.
He'd yell at the kid.
No talking. Like he got mad at a guy. I think he shared it on the air. He got mad at a guy that was making too much noise eating popcorn.
Oh.
How old man can you get?
That does sound old man. People can't control how much noise they make eating. Don't be gross now. You're so gross.
I'm gross?
Yeah. The look on your face, you look like the Grinch when that smile gets all big.
I've never seen that movie.
The Grinch is great.
I've never seen it.
Dr. Seuss, you would love it.
Yeah, I do. I liked Horton Hears a Who, and I liked Green Eggs and Ham when I was a kid because I think the security thinks I was yelling "shut the F up" at somebody. They're like right over there.
Yeah, they came up. They're like, "What did he say?
Why is he so big?"
Okay, enough talk about movies. Paul's Pissy Pants, one of our favorites.
You're gross.
I'm gross. You know what? I think we have similar sense of humor in some aspects of life. That might be one of them where, it's kind of funny. It's funny.
Dark Star once told me I live out where the buses literally don't run.
I think it might be our generation. I think people, like you were saying, Marc
Beavis and
Rosa,
Butthead.
the older people are so sensitive to that stuff.
Yeah, like Todd.
Us, yeah, like Todd. Yeah, he's a boomer, technically.
What is that bit? I don't know
do
that
I have to
bit.
do a little U.S. history here? Do I have to put the teacher hat on?
Yeah. Okay.
You understand what?
Let me read you my class resume.
Yeah.
I took the same math class 3 times, and I literally, in the mail yesterday, got a letter from the U.S. government saying my passport had been declined because my handwriting is so bad. So yes, what is a boomer?
A boomer.
I mean,
The baby boom
I think
generation.
Corey knows what one is.
The baby boom was after World War II.
Oh, that.
the
Okay,
people
I
coming
didn't know
home.
that's what it was.
Yes, and then for basically the baby boomer generation lasted for like 20 years. Okay?
Go on.
And then there was Generation X.
Yeah.
And that basically goes to about 1980, which is me. I'm right in that spot where I probably identify more as Gen X. But technically I'm a millennial. You, my friend, are a millennial for sure. Because you're a few years younger and you're West Metro money.
Yeah.
So you grew up a different lifestyle
Yeah.
than
But
small
as
town
of now,
sensible
I have
people.
my own money.
Yes. So you're a millennial. I'm probably a Gen Xer.
Which is so dumb to
Todd's
say.
a boomer.
Yeah.
Scott is an alien from a different planet who just came to our system and see?
Yeah, I'm glad
Star
Scott's
Wars.
here.
Scott's the best.
Yeah, Scott's the best. Are we rolling?
Yeah. Our own this is like our hour-long YouTube show. See, I produce this. We don't even need this content. We just sit and talk. Paul's Pissy Pants. My name is Muppet, and my dad dresses me in stupid coats. She hasn't moved in 5 minutes. Do you normally dress, or was it a warmth thing?
I got her a coat because when she gets her haircut, she has to get her haircut.
She's freezing.
Because it grows over her eyes, and they cut it really short.
Yeah.
And she gets cold. She's 11 pounds.
Yeah.
Basically half the weight of my head. And so I put a coat on her, and she absolutely hates it. But then she gets, and when she's basically, I know she's not a relative of mine because she's not a human.
Okay.
But the second I stop paying attention to her, just like I would do, then she's fine.
Then she does. Oh,
But
okay.
when I pay attention, you're like, okay, you're not going to move.
Yeah.
Doesn't move. But once I'm like, all right.
And then, bloop,
Yeah, of
she's
course.
fine.
Yeah.
All right. K-Fan tweeted a cell phone in a 1933 painting, and you responded with a gift from the office of Michael Scott saying to Toby from HR, hey, nobody cares.
The
You're-
KFAN Twitter account is the worst thing on the internet.
Is it a robo account?
No,
It
but
is a real person.
It's half.
It sure seems
Like
like a
AJ
robo.
doesn't go searching that
Yeah,
stuff out.
right,
I mean,
it's just-
he does way more than
There's
that.
a service feed that
He's
probably
way
just-
more valuable than that.
Really? In what
yeah.
capacity?
Just all the other stuff he's got to do, but like with that, no. But when it was like the Geddy Lee reunites with Rush, God, we hammered on that. But it's just stupid. It'll tweet stuff like it's like.
You're not a Rush fan?
Reader's Digest. It just sounds dumb.
Yeah.
It's pure clickbait.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's what the whole internet is.
Am I a Rush fan?
Yeah, of course. I know.
Geddy Lee, greatest bassist of all time? Yeah, hell yeah.
You're a Trailer Park Boys fan.
Yeah, Tom
Rush-
Sawyer.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's like the only Rush song I can name. I saw them once. They have so many
the drum
deep
set.
tracks.
Yeah.
But
Don't
I
they have
went
that
for
monster
I went
drum
for an
set,
hour
too?
and a half, and I'm like, I don't know any of these, and I left.
And you hit it. Yeah.
They play all their hits at the end. But
Yeah. All right. Dallas's hottest dance craze is the DAC. It's got everything. And you said this is what you catch after sleeping with Hawk's sister. The DAC.
I thought personally that was one of my best tweets of the week.
Got a case of the DAC?
Yeah, it's weird,
It's funny.
but hey.
And the video of him
like-
shimmying,
and like
it's just like a little.
shifting his hips.
Yeah, I thought that was a
What
very
are you,
weird.
Elvis? Yeah.
It was a very weird warm up.
Yeah, it was.
And Sunday
yeah.
Night Football
Yeah.
showed that for a very long time.
Yeah, I don't know why. They
Sunday
just
Night
kept
Football's
showing
got a
it.
thing with Dak. Zach Halverson has died, and you had a picture of Zach laying back at your K-Fan
That's really
studio
sad.
with his.
He died.
He looked like he was.
Well, he'd been there like all night. Like he
It
did
was
like
the night game.
he did the Gopher game, Gopher
Yep.
fan line, the Wild game, and then
Oh.
I think he got up and I think he produced Sunday Sermon with Barrero. I think he literally just slept there.
He was. That's an all-nighter. Wow.
Yeah, and I like where I live, like I
Yeah.
always like some of these kids that are like, man, I work too late and I live like an hour and a half away, whatever. It's
Sure.
just they're trying to make it. I
Hour
think
and
it's
a
like,
half?
yeah, one of the people
What?
that works at the fan lives an hour away. But it's then creepy for me to be like, well, I got this extra bedroom no one uses if you just want to stay there.
That's very creepy. Even Todd started laughing right away as soon as you said that. I got a Peloton. You can come over and use that if you want.
I've used that. There's this really hot lady in the office, and she's like, do you have a Peloton? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you can use it.
You just got to come over to my place.
No. I'm like, sorry.
I got an extra bedroom.
I do. It's a sleep number bed.
What's your number?
Mine's 55.
See, how do you do the? This is a skill. I'm a former TV guy. Radio guys are so good at just doing it. If somebody, like, I script read this. If somebody says you got a minute to fill, talk about sleep number, and go. You can sit there with Hawk and be like, dude, how'd you sleep last night? I slept great.
Give me a topic. I want to see if I can do it.
Do you want me to do one that I know you currently use, or just a
made
up
anything.
See
if I can
anything?
do it. See if I can do a minute on it.
Let's go with let's say Captain Crunch cereal.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what
you
the
want
best?
Me to go with you, or are you just doing this on your own?
I'll do it on my own.
All right.
The best part about waking up in the morning is when you get to eat. It's the first meal of the day. It's the most important meal. So why not have the sugariest, basically it's kids, adult chewing tobacco because it rips up the bottom of your mouth, cereal. It's also the greatest cereal of all time because when it gets a tad soggy, it's the best. And Captain Crunch is part of that breakfast where you're going, man, I had the best breakfast ever because I had Captain Crunch. Comes in all kinds of different flavors now. Buy 2 boxes, you can get 1 free. Also, if you go to CaptainCrunch.com, we have an offer right now where you can buy 5, you get a 6th and 7th one free. That's CaptainCrunch.com. Best nutritional breakfast on the planet, if that's what you're looking for. I ate it since I was a little kid. You should eat it now because it gives me the energy I need to do TV and radio. CaptainCrunch.com. That's CaptainCrunch.com.
That was brilliant. Look at that.
Yeah.
So,
Jesus.
You okay? Did you just squirt water in your eye?
I hope it was water.
Jesus. So you struggled in high school.
Yeah.
But yet, extemporaneous speaking, you are gifted.
Yeah.
You learned that on the job. That's training.
I learned it by going to high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were so good at that.
It's not, I mean, it's Captain Crunch, you go, that ad sucked.
So what?
Yeah.
You would have gotten money from them.
Yeah.
Good job.
I take a lot of pride in that.
See,
in my spot reading.
I'm too boring and I'm too straightforward. I just be like, Captain Crunch, it's really good. Go get some.
And I learned that from like 3 people. Like I did an ad once with someone who remained nameless, and halfway through she's like, we don't talk like that. I'm like, yeah, you're actually right. Like, you don't talk like that. Like, why would you do an ad where you're like, hey, come to Mystic Lake Casino. It's a casino in Prior Lake. It's got slot machines and some of the best gaming in the world. Why, that, no one talks like that.
So you like to be
talk
conversational.
like you naturally would, like you're there, like you're hanging out, like
we are there.
It's cool to eat Captain Crunch.
We are hanging out. Last one. It's impossible to not hear meat sauce every time Dolly is on the stage. Hashtag CMA Awards. Hashtag Hey Dolly Parton. Was that one of your first kind of catchphrases?
No, that was like 2 or 3 years ago when I said I got out of the shower and caught a glimpse of myself and went, hey, Dolly Parton. And I learned that that's an inflection thing that I like to do a lot. And I learned that from George Carlin, like with words. Words sound better if there's good reflection. And so, hey, Dolly Parton, it sounds funnier when it's all put together.
See?
Words are a rhythm, man. It's just speaking in radio's just like a long song. It's
you
better
are
in
a
rhythm.
genius.
Maybe.
You are.
I also had to call the maintenance guy, and he comes up and he goes, Paul, it's your deadbolt. I'm like, oh. So like normal stuff I can't.
Yeah. You can't do normal, but that's even more sign that you're a genius. For a genius, the easy stuff is hard.
I just like attention. That's it.
Do you even want to do Mr. Manners Meat Sauce?
I love that bit.
We've had so much good content, though.
Scott's tired of me.
Even Scott's like, fine, let's do it.
Kimberly's applying for other jobs on her phone, and Scott and his newsy hat are like, this, or Scott Todd. I don't know why I call him Scott.
Todd
He's
Scott
now. They're both Scott.
They're both Todd or they're both Scott. Do you have a roommate horror story?
Yeah.
What's the worst? Like I read this article that talks about people, stealing food, the bathroom stuff, even sometimes money, but just bad roommates.
If I could do it all over again, never live with friends.
Yeah.
Friends take advantage of you, and they know Paul's not gonna get mad. Like I had a roommate.
Sure.
well, I mean, I had maybe the worst roommate of all time. We had to kick him out. It was really weird.
Oh, it must have got bad.
Yeah, it was really bad, and like my buddy wouldn't do it, so then like I actually had to do it. And then anytime we bring the story up, he acts like he did it. Even now,
You're like, dude, that was
20
me.
years later, I'm like, dude, you literally stood behind me and didn't say a word.
So you're still friends with the one guy. What
One guy.
What about
Yeah,
the other one?
No, I haven't
He's
talked to that
gone.
guy since.
Yikes.
It was a weird situation, and I think he got his life back together, and I'm proud of him if he did.
Sure. Good.
But at the time, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And then, living with Patrick, like I'd get like a bunch of food, and like something would sit in the freezer. You know, you get busy, you go out, you do something. I'd come home hammered and be like, hey, where's my pizza? Oh, I ate it. Why did you eat it? Like stuff like that. But I've been decently lucky.
Yeah. I have never really had roommates other than my wife, so I don't really have any good stories. However, my bachelor party, we stayed overnight at a friend's house, apartment in the cities, and some of the guests who were my hometown friends were just complete jerks. We stayed up all night and played original Tecmo Bowl, and we ate basically all the food out of their freezer, and then it was like Hot Pockets and stuff. And then he took like ice cubes and like a bottle of dish soap and put it in there, so it still felt like there was something in the box. So like days later, well, I'm sure you and your roommates did much worse, but yeah, that's.
I've been to a couple bachelor parties. Yeah.
Where I'm sure they've done. We stayed up all night, played NES. It was pretty sweet. I bet you wish you were there. Sleep experts say there are lots of things that you should not have in your bedroom. We just talked about Sleep Number. We talked about your second bedroom. Some of these things include pets, lights, TV, don't bring your work to bed, shoes, food, alcohol, clutter, kids, or...
What is this, the Tasmanian devil? He brings everything in with him?
Your room should be like a sanctuary of calm.
Yeah, mine is. I have no TV.
Good.
I've never had a TV in my bedroom.
Does Muppet go in your room?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Okay.
But
So
Muppet's calm.
Okay.
I don't know, what else
One of the tips was shoes. They said leave your shoes in a different part of the house, like by the entrance or whatever.
Oh, I don't.
Like walk in.
I don't wear once I walk in, my shoes come off.
Yep, all right.
Always. I learned that at a really young age because I had a good friend of mine whose mom was super strict about it.
Clean house.
And still to this day, I hear her voice when my dad never takes off his shoes.
Oh,
it's
you
the
have to yell at him
worst.
every time?
I don't really care with
like,
him.
Dad,
but
take your shoes off.
Yeah, my mom will do it, but yeah, all that I don't have, yeah.
Do you bring food into the bedroom?
No.
How about your work? Do you do work?
No. I got a big chair in my living room that I do all my work at.
He's like,
Food, you sick pervert, Todd. Yeah, I eat a lot of spaghetti in bed. Yeah, I just sit up and go, man, you'd be really good right now.
Do you remember the Seinfeld episode where George
Chinese takeout would be really good. No, I don't eat in bed. I mean, well,
yeah, he's eating while he's in bed with another person. It's you remember that?
I hope. Oh,
George Costanza.
Food.
Yes, food. Why? What were you? You sicko. All right. Social isolation. Do you consider that you have a lot of friends? Do you think you have a lot of friends?
Yeah, I think I'm very lucky in that aspect. Yeah, a lot of friends that I hang out with, have.
Well, this is the study found that since 1985, your friend network of your average person now is about a third of what it was in 1985. Due to social media.
3 in 85.
No, I'm not saying you. Ask Marc Rosa about 1985 and how many friends he had. No, they're just said that people's lives, social media, people are busier with work, their hours. It used to be, go hit happy hour. You'd have a bigger.
Well, that was also the only way to talk to people.
Yeah, so you'd have a bigger network of people that you'd be in physical contact with. And now people don't have as many.
I think I have more friends now
than you would have if you were you in 1985.
Yeah, because I was 3.
I'm saying the you of now.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be
Time
dead
travel.
if I was around in 1985.
You would have been a party machine.
Well, my face would fall off from how much cocaine I would have done. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, let's
Todd,
be honest.
I heard him gasp. That should be another button bar
Todd's
sound.
my dealer.
Don't get him in trouble. I know you're kidding. It's a joke. It's YouTube. So yeah, men. 30% of men say they don't need friends, and 23% say they have too much work. They don't have time for friends. Do you fall into that category? Either one?
That I have too much time or don't have enough time?
That you have too much work.
I have nothing but time.
You have all the time in the world.
Yeah.
All right.
I have enough friends. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't go out of my, maybe I'm a bad friend because I don't go out of my way to hang out with any of them.
Sure.
Unless they come to me, then I'll hang out with them. It's just true.
You're that friend.
I am, like, but all my friends live, like, all my close, my
Yeah.
boys. Like, if I
Sure.
called them right now, I was like, hey, I
They'd do
offended
anything
everyone at
for you.
Mystic Lake. You got to get me out of here. They
Sure,
would
sure,
come
sure.
out here, especially my good friend Randy. He'd do anything for me. They live in St. Bonifacius. I'm
Yeah.
not driving out there.
That's not that far.
That's an hour.
No, it isn't.
St. Bonnie?
St.
Let's look
Bonnie
it up.
from here, I bet it's less than 40. We're
Hold on.
already on the Southwest Metro. St. Bonnie's practically a burb. Do you know your directions, Paul?
Nope. St. Bonnie.
Yeah. At least St. Bonifacius. Scott right now is so like, how am I going to get this into one episode
Okay, you're
of YouTube?
right.
No, but go ahead. You
It's a half hour.
Ah!
From here, though.
Yeah.
But from
That's what I said.
Minneapolis.
Yes, I know, but you said from here.
Well, I meant when I
Yeah.
say from here, I mean my home.
You're not at your home right now. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, Scott hates me. Todd and Kimberly are so bored.
Yeah, they're having their own conversation over there.
Tony Richardson is wanting to get his money back from flying here. One guy thinks I'm my brother.
We might as well
Everything's
turn
fine.
this into 2 episodes of YouTube. Next week we don't have to stay extra. It's the bye week.
Wait, are we on?
We are still on. I know, it's great. See?
Yeah, that'll probably do it.
I think that's enough. Anything else? I could get you going with one thing, and I know it. I saw a tweet today that said holiday movies, there's 4 of them. Which one would you drop forever? It was Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story, Elf, and
Home
God, why
Alone.
am I forgetting? Oh yeah, Home Alone. And people were voting. I know that you would pick Christmas Story number 1. That'd be the one that you'd say, never need to see it again, don't care.
Christmas Story is the worst film of all time. It's
We
horrid.
go through this every year.
It's awful. What is the Christmas Story is the worst thing of all time. I'd
Really?
rather watch my own open heart surgery. Like I'd rather look up and go, "Hey, look, it's my chest. Oh, cool." Or we're gonna put Christmas Story on. I would literally rip my own heart out and fall over on the table. Christmas Story sucks.
You know, I don't know why you have such hatred for one of America's
because my brother and my
it's a
dad
national treasure.
turn it on every year and like,
Yes.
"Oh God, I can't believe it's on."
Is
It's hideous.
See,
The flagpole thing's stupid.
Yeah.
The fudge scene's.
Yep.
It's a low-budget, awful
That's
film.
exactly what makes it
Oh,
so touching.
I'd rather eat glass.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch
What
my
else?
old wedding video.
What else would you rather do?
I'm not gonna say.
See, my vote would be Elf. I don't really care for Elf. I think Elf isn't really a classic.
Elf's great.
It's not
Are
really
you
a classic.
high on drugs?
No, I'm high on life.
It's
I'm
better than Christmas Story.
not even close.
Todd's answer, Scott's answer would be this YouTube program.
Scott, out of those 4 movies, which one do you kill?
Yeah, Kimberly.
Todd.
Same. It's terrible.
Todd?
Same.
Everybody?
See? Are we on YouTube? Right. Same.
The low budget?
I love it.
Yeah.
We'll go to my aunt's house and my dad will be like, "Hey, we should see what's on every year. Every year."
Do you
And
do
I'm
that on
like,
the radio all the time because
Yeah.
there's no cameras? So
Yeah,
you're like,
all the time.
"Ah!"
Yeah. And then
All right, that sounds like
Yeah.
fun.
Let's not
Okay,
offend everyone.
see you next week.